Dark Souls, Episode 6, in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back. Dark Souls, Prepared to Die, Episode 6. I'm Ignis, and today we're taking care of some of the mini-bosses in Undead Parish. Actually, all of the mini-bosses in Undead Parish. I was a little bit surprised at how many there actually were. Normally I think like 1 or 2, but no, we got 4. This room that we're in is actually, you can see down the bridge. That bridge that we just saw is where we fought the wyvern in the last episode. So that gives you an idea of how close we are to where we left off. So I'm heading up here. I've got my shield ready. No one's going to get the jump on me. We got a guy with a sword and a shield. I fought these guys before. We dance around. Choppity. Mini boss. There's just not even a pause. There's like we kill one guy, and already after killing the wyvern, blam, mini boss. You can see he's also flanked by 5 or 6 of his favorite undead soldier pals, which kind of makes for a little bit. This first little bit here is where we decide whether we're going to be able to manage at least setting ourselves up the way we'd like to, or if we're screwed from the beginning. And that sort of is determined by what happens when we actually land a shot on one of these guys. If they all come running, or if just the one guy comes running. I have to say, the sensitivity for the controller, aiming, moving the crosshairs, just, it's a little bit high, and I don't want to adjust it, assuming that I could, because that would mean that my camera changing thing would be adjusted as well, and that's not ideal. I like to be able to move the camera quickly. So I mean, that's about the ideal outcome, is we shoot a guy, he comes running, we finish him off easily one-on-one, go back, grab the next guy, tra-la-la-la-la. We've got a couple guys with crossbows up top. They probably won't come running. I'm pretty, like, I don't even have to shoot one of them to know. So let's see if we can shoot one of them and not have the guys on the ground come running. That way we can hopefully kill the crossbow guys and finish them off. Long story short, I mean, I could make you guys sit through this entire process of shooting guys and missing guys, and then shooting guys and hitting guys, and then guys drinking from the Oddest flasks, and me having to shoot them even more. It's just an ongoing thing. 17 and a half minutes worth of ongoing thing. And we get to here, which is basically we've grabbed the last guy on the ground that was readily accessible, and we've got one guy left, and he's actually behind the boar and just barely to the left, which is, I don't know what to expect from the boar in terms of how hard it's going to hit, how fast it's going to move, what special attacks it might have. So I don't even want a single undead soldier joining in the fight, so I have to try very hard to shoot this guy, and hopefully he will come running towards me without hitting the boar by mistake. It didn't work, because actually what happened is, if you do manage to land a shot on him, he just runs into the boar's ass for about 30 seconds, and then he goes back to his rest position, and you begin the whole process all over again. It took another 5 minutes just to deal with this bastard. And then finally, when it was all said and done, we got onto the boar. And this was just, it was so bizarre that I couldn't not show you guys. You can see all the undead guys that I could see are gone. I had the purpose here was not at any point to pull him into the fire. There's a sneaky spear guy. That's it. That's the fight. I honestly don't think I landed a hit. That was the boar. I didn't even get a pork chop out of that, which would have been nice, because the little barbecue boar. So next up is the Black Knight. He's actually in the tower immediately to my right. If you guys saw the first episode, you know how cautious I am when I'm maneuvering around corners and things like that. And I actually found this guy and thought to myself, first of all, I'm not set up to record, and also I don't really want to fight him just yet because that's kind of terrifying based on my previous experience with the last one. If you'll recall, he pounded on me a good 4 times, I think, before I finally killed him. So what I'm doing now, really, is I'm just... You see that? Double kill. I love that. All I want to do is make sure I've got plenty of room to fight this guy, because the area that he's standing on the top of the tower is not the least bit spacious. It's sort of... If you're standing there and he swings in a wide arc, he's going to hit you. There's nowhere else that you can go except for maybe if you're fast enough to duck down the stairs. But I'd rather fight out in the open. Flat ground, out in the open. Much better arrangement. So we've got, you can see the tower, we've got a ladder going down. All that's down there at the bottom is rats under the bridge. And then we go up top here, and you can tell, still cautious. And also, I've got a new toy. All the grinding that I do in between recording, because I don't want to kill bosses, but I still want to play. I got my strength up to the point where I can one-hand this Zweihander. And it is just my favorite weapon. I'm still working on other weapons, making sure that I have a little bit of variety and versatility. But given my choice, this is it. This is the one. So there's the knight. And now instead of just seeing him and running away, we're actually going to try and get his attention and run down the stairs. We hear him coming, so we're good. Run, run, run. We don't want to get a backstab from a Black Knight's greatsword. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't want to find out. Around we go into the open, and we'll see what this guy's got. He's got a great sword. I've got an uber great sword. He swings, I swing, I run. And see, he gets a little bit caught up on the wall here. And I can see people saying I choose to fight. And especially after the pig marching into the fire, I'm, feeling a little bit almost embarrassed, but at the same time I'm thinking to myself, if I had got chirped and caught up on the wall, this guy wouldn't have cut me any slack, so he doesn't get any. And just look at this. I would have so liked to have gotten either his sword or his shield, but no. No, all I get is the guaranteed loot. So that brings us to exploration mode, which isn't. And there'll actually be a poll at the end of the next episode, just a couple of questions. You guys give some feedback on the series up to this point. But I'm just kind of going around doing the exploring and then showing the highlights. So we found a new bonfire, and underneath the bonfire we found a blacksmith. Weird place to be setting up a smithy, but he did. And he's a cross between a man and a grey rat, I reckon.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astoria. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
He's not actually a cross between a man and a grey rat. He just reminds me of one because of that crazy beard. And the most notable thing that he's got for me here, actually, are the items that you can pick up so you can upgrade your own weapons and armor to an extent at bonfires. That's kind of a big deal. So that was sort of key, especially when we talked about now being able to upgrade our weapons. Up to this point, we haven't been able to. So the Zweihander is on deck for some upgrades. I don't remember if I upgraded it now or after the mini-bosses, to be completely honest. Probably now. Knowing me. And so this is the walkway leading away from the area that we were just in. It's actually a very peaceful area up to the points that I've explored. And now we've got the skeletons. And I just... Like I said, the combat in this game is so satisfying, especially when you can do things like this. You just pancake a guy. I love it. I just can't get enough of it. I actually farmed these guys. I've killed these guys dozens of times by now, just farming souls for the various different goodies that the blacksmith had. And also trying to get the weapons from the knights around here. regardless, there's a big guy around the corner here to the right. A very big guy. You can see right below my health bar now. Mini boss number 3. This the tower? No. Is it the Tower Knight? I don't remember the name. I looked in the wiki after the fact, and all I know is this guy is much bigger than I am, and I so wanted his shield. You'll see it. It's glorious. It's a thing of beauty. But again, trying to aim with this bow, only this time, right in the face. That got his attention. So again, just like I did with the Black Knights, out in the open, not really doing a very good job of hitting him, but we're both about the same speed, I noticed. If anything, he's actually quite a bit slower. So I'm kind of looking at it as, don't let him hit me and I'll be fine. And that's the third boss that I've one-shot, third mini-boss that I've one-shot since I've been here. So he left me some steel gauntlets. He's the first mini-boss that I can think of that's actually left me anything at all. And that leaves us with one more mini-boss, and he's kind of, I think he's a channeler. I don't really know what he does, and you'll find out why. It's not a very long fight. But I did actually, at this point, have to stop and go back to Firelink's Shrine and clear through to pick up the binoculars, because I thought that I was going to do this with the crossbow. That didn't work out. So let's just jump right to it. Now, I've since learned how to aim the crossbow, because I know all you guys are just so helpful. You're probably madly typing. This is just how you aim. It was too late by this time. I gave up on the crossbow. The guy that I have to kill is actually up on the ledge. You can see him there in between the pillars there, trying and failing to get a bead on him. At this point, as I'm playing this part here, I have no idea what this guy is going to do. I see him holding a trident, and I'm not sure if that means he's like some sort of samurai dude, or if he's a mage and he's gonna like pew stuff at me. No idea. So I'm just like, shoot him in the face. It staggers him. Just keep shooting him. That was the fight. That was the fight. Down he goes. All 4 mini bosses, one shot. I was so happy. And then we had to rescue this guy. This guy, I don't even know what the point is to rescuing him at this point, but I just know he was a friendly face.
Human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Next episode will be all about the boss, the real boss, the big boss, the deadly boss. Leave your comments and feedback below. Follow me on Twitter at Enigmius1. Subscribe if you want to.
Yes.
It helps you know when I add new videos.
I am Knight Lautrec.
Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.
This, and I guarantee a reward. Only later.